Greetings, dear ones. I feel filled with warmth and heartfelt gratitude as I'm once more back with you again to share an inspiring message. The connection we share is a rich tapestry of shared experiences, bound by the collective desire for understanding and growth. As we come together, let us embrace the light of resilience and find the strength within ourselves to face adversity. The story we are about to explore is transformative, compelling, and filled with profound lessons. It's not just a narrative, but a journey that can lead anyone to the sanctuary of faith and the embrace of love. It is the archetypal tale of overcoming obstacles, of resilience born from trials, a narrative that can shape lives through grace and compassion. In our ongoing quest for enlightenment and understanding, it's common to sense shifts in the energy around us. Embracing these shifts can be powerful and enlightening, a sign that we are on the right path. Every step forward is a whisper of encouragement, a gentle nudge that urges us to continue on this path of openness, faith, and sharing. It's a reaffirming experience, akin to a soothing breeze on a sweltering summer day. However, with progress often comes fear. Embracing change, stepping into the limelight, or facing our own internal struggles can be daunting, stirring a tempest of emotions within us. The widening circle of awareness can feel like a sudden gust of wind that disrupts our steady pace, and layers of concerns can arise, each more intricate than the last. Yet, amidst the storm, there emerges a beacon of clarity. In the face of fear, finding faith in ourselves, our loved ones, and God can serve as a steadfast guide. It can help us navigate the tumultuous waters, face each fear head-on, and find courage even when we're surrounded by uncertainty. It's a powerful realization, a testament to human resilience, that even in the face of fear, we can find liberation and freedom. The emotions of fear, anxiety, and the mental trials that can feel like looming storm clouds are experiences that many of us share. In times of struggle, it is all too common, subtly encouraged in some cultures, to gloss over or attempt to quickly fix these emotions. Yet, as we deepen our understanding of our faith and our capacity for resilience, it becomes clear that this approach may not be the most beneficial or authentic. The essence of our faith isn't about denying or dismissing our fears, anxieties, or struggles, but about bringing them into the light. God does not ask us to live shackled by fear, depression, or anxiety, but invites us to experience freedom, joy, and the abundance of divine love. The core of our faith does not deny the existence of these emotions. Rather, it provides us a safe haven to confront them, to unmask them, and allow the healing light of God to touch and transform them. In our journey of faith and understanding, let's not dismiss our struggles, but acknowledge them as part of our path. Amid these challenges, God's grace persists. It stands as a beacon, encouraging us forward, inviting us to unravel our fears and find solace, strength, and freedom in the embrace of God's boundless love. God doesn't disregard our struggles as inconsequential. A bout of melancholy, a moment of apprehension, these tribulations are never viewed lightly by Him. Even as we inhabit an imperfect world, a world often struggling under the weight of its own challenges, we are reminded that our physical forms echo this reality. Our bodies are not untouched by the world's complexities. Instead, they reflect the very nature of our existence as people, vulnerable and imperfect in a world that continues to face its trials. We are not ethereal beings navigating a perfect paradise. We are part of this world, experiencing the full breadth of what it means to be a person, be it mental struggles or physical hardships. Yet, amid all these, God understands. He knows and comprehends our condition in its entirety, showing us the way to resilience, faith, and hope. The power of divine understanding is an inexhaustible source of solace and strength. When facing the complexities of the human experience, it's common to yearn for someone who can truly comprehend our lives as if they were an open book. We strive for validation, we seek wisdom, and we crave answers. Sometimes those around us might not fully grasp the depth of our emotions or understand the weight of our struggles. It's in these moments we discover our deep desire to be seen, known, and understood. Remember, this yearning is not without foundation. It springs from our spiritual link to God, the one who truly knows us, sees us, and understands us. Regardless of the battles raging within, no matter the turmoil that churns in your heart, be reassured that the Lord understands. He sees your struggle, feels your pain, and knows precisely the contours of your journey. He grasps the magnitude of your hardship with complete and unequivocal understanding. Most importantly, He knows the way towards your freedom and desires for you to find liberation from your trials. This is His divine intention for you, stemming from His profound love and understanding. Imagine the feeling of fear seeping into your thoughts. In the past, this may have initiated panic, sparking an emotional tumult. Many find themselves drawn into the vortex of uncertainty, reaching out in all directions in a desperate search for answers and resolutions. They question their feelings, examine their emotions, and attempt to understand what is amiss, often while carrying the heavy load of guilt and fear through this storm. However, during these periods of fear and doubt, we are reminded of the spiritual teachings that encourage us to turn away from fear. We realize that this fear, this intruder that finds its way into our hearts, doesn't belong. Amid these turbulent times, it's crucial to remember that we have a Savior who knows, understands, and guides us. In Him, we discover the comfort and the answers we seek. In this journey of life, always remember the presence of divine love. It's through this love that we find solace, understanding, and the courage to overcome. Through faith, we can navigate any storm, confident in the knowledge that we are truly understood and that our struggles are not in vain. Consider the instance when fear begins to stir within. Instead of surrendering to panic, we should perceive it as an internal alarm, an alert to introspection. Fear is not a downfall, but a signal pointing out anomalies within our spirits. Understanding the persistent faithfulness and omniscience of God can guide us in comprehending our circumstances, and He, as always, possesses the wisdom and means to lead us through troubled waters. In the tranquility of prayer and the teachings of the Holy Scriptures, we embark on a journey of self-discovery. As we pour out our emotions and dissect the triggers of our fears, the act of expressing these feelings can diminish their hold over us. As we understand the deeper layers of our fears, God, like a benevolent teacher, guides us in understanding their roots. This journey can lead to freedom from the chains that bind us. God can reveal the hidden aspects of life that fuel our fears. He can uncover the dimensions of anxiety that we may have been oblivious to, and in His infinite wisdom, He can shine His light on the shadowy corners of our psyche. As time progresses, we may find ourselves feeling lighter, fear loosening its grip on us. This alleviation is a testament to God's power and love. This transformation doesn't occur because of relentless self-criticism, but because we show ourselves grace. This journey can feel like navigating a labyrinth with God as our guide, marked by peace instead of turmoil. It's a pilgrimage filled with God's love, echoing with His promise of peace. It's a journey towards freedom, a gift from Jesus. He doesn't want us to live in fear, and certainly not trapped in fear about our fearfulness. The revelation that fear can be a guidepost leading us towards self-discovery and freedom in the loving arms of God can be a turning point. Walking through the eye of the storm with Jesus, not in dread but in serenity, can instill a sense of tranquility that resonates even amidst life's fiercest storms. The freedom we seek is not a destination, but a journey with God, filled with His love, peace, and promise of liberation. In the comforting embrace of Jesus, we find our sanctuary. He is our protector. His love for us transcends human comprehension, emanating in boundless waves that eradicate all traces of trepidation. His intention is not to amplify our fears, anxieties, or doubts. Instead, He seeks to heal the fractures in our spirits that birth these afflictive emotions. Indeed, the journey towards understanding and overcoming our struggles can be a transformative one. Instead of deepening our despair, this voyage can unearth the roots of our feelings and lead us towards healing and liberation. For instance, imagine being overwhelmed by a period of depression, which may be triggered by a multitude of factors. During such challenging times, we can gain insight into the compassionate heart of the Lord. However, the journey to healing can be more challenging than it needs to be, especially if guilt and shame associated with the condition exacerbate the depression. Misguided perceptions may compound the problem, with people implying that a strong faith should make us immune to depression, or that it's a sign of sin or malevolent forces at work. Such views can lead to a cycle of being depressed about depression, a conundrum that seems unresolvable. How does one break free from this self-perpetuating cycle? The answer lies in divine clarity. When we understand that God harbors no anger towards us, and it's okay to not always be okay, the veil of depression can start to lift. This new perspective acts as a beacon, illuminating the path towards understanding the root causes of the depressive state. Addressing these issues directly, instead of burying them under a veil of guilt and shame, can lead to liberation and the ability to breathe freely. In our journey through life, we often encounter trials that provoke fear and anxiety. Such emotions, however, are not meant to chain us, but to serve as signposts, urging us to reach deeper within ourselves and closer to God. The psalmist wrote, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." Psalm 56:3. Trusting in God doesn't mean we won't experience fear, but rather, it is the act of choosing to believe in His love and guidance, even when we're afraid. The journey of faith invites us not to suppress our emotions, but to recognize them as part of our human experience. The goal is not to eliminate fear, but to transform it by placing it in the loving hands of God, who understands our struggles fully. In these times, God doesn't stand distant. He stands beside us, ready to transform our fears into seeds of growth. Remember, you are not alone. You have a constant companion in this journey, a guide in the storm. In Him, you can find the courage to face your fears, the strength to overcome, and the grace to heal. When fear rises, turn to your faith, for therein lies your liberation. Thank you, Stella Chandler, for being a treasured member of our YouTube channel and for your generous super thanks donations. Your support truly means a lot. To those inspired by Stella, you can become a member by clicking the join button and show your appreciation with super thanks by hitting the thanks button next to the video. Like the video and type Amen if you trust in the Lord. Click the link in the description to discover a limited time special offer on a life-altering technique designed to help you manifest God's blessings.